Top 10 non-fiction books I've ever read, 5 through 1. D. Brown's Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. This is the story of the expansion of the United States of America into the American West, told from the perspective of the Native Americans. This is a heartbreaking story of how Native peoples tried to desperately preserve their land and their culture in the face of the relentless expansion of the United States of America and the tragedies that led to the events of the Wounded Knee Massacre. Wild Swan by Jung Chang. It is the story of China's 20th century told through 3 generations of the women of the same family. The grandmother who experiences the turmoil of the early 20th century, the collapse of the Chinese monarchy, the foundation of the republic, and the rise to power of Chiang Kai-shek. The mother who experiences the Communist Party coming to power and the turmoil of Chairman Mao's Cultural Revolution. And the daughter who begins to realize that the system around her may be deeply, deeply flawed. Patrick Radden Keefe's Say Nothing. This is an inside look in the troubles of Northern Ireland, and it focuses on the events around the lives of a woman called Jean Conville, who's abducted by the Irish Republican Army. It draws on vast numbers of interviews with people from the very heart of the Republican movement, of the things that they did, of how they justified those things to themselves, and how they had to live with the terrible things that they had done. And now into the top 2 best history books I've ever read. Number 2, Simon Sebag Montefiore's Stalin, the Court of the Red Tsar. The image that we have of Stalin as this dour figure is completely wrong. He was, weirdly enough, a people person. He was able to come to power and stay in power because the people around him believed in the mission they had. It looks at the inside life of the people who populated the Soviet government, who made up the family that was the Kremlin, and their mission to create a completely different world no matter what the cost, even if they were the ones who had to pay it themselves. A brilliant and gripping book. And the best non-fiction book I've ever read is Stalingrad by Antony Beevor. The Battle of Stalingrad was the turning point in the Second World War. It was the moment where the German army, the Wehrmacht, was finally crushingly defeated by the Red Army. And from that point on, it was retreat all the way back to Berlin. This is one of those books that you don't read, you experience, you survive this. You feel the cold, you hear the bullets flying past you. You come to know and care about the people that it describes within it, and they live with you for the rest of your lives. If you're ever going to go out and buy one great non-fiction book, I would recommend Antony Beevor's Stalingrad. You can pick all these books up by commenting book below or by clicking the link on my bio to find our curated reading lists. Follow Ancient to Recent for more book reviews and recommendations just like this.